Hello everyone, good morning, welcome. Here we are, end of the competition. Or yeah, basically the last 45 minutes of it. Hopefully everybody's doing well. I'm sure most of you probably heard the town hall, but I'm also gonna go over, I guess some of the stuff they talked about. Mostly I'm gonna talk about the next competition that's coming up, which is the Chandelier earrings. But I see some people here. JMR Leroy, what's up? Good game all and happy Town Star Friday. Davidson, hello. Spartans, happy Friday, and hello. Cliff, hello, happy Friday. So this is how my build is doing. My goal was to do at least 80 per hour, and looks like it's working. 82 per hour. The first day I was kind of skeptical. I thought it wasn't going to plan because it was only doing like 75 per hour. I don't think I changed anything. No, as far as I can remember, everything should be the same. The problem at first was I think it wasn't making enough flour, but now it is. It just magically fixed itself. I guess I just had to be patient. But yeah, it's doing as expected. My goal is top 50. Looks like I will definitely get top 50. Honestly, I thought it'd be somewhere around like 45th or 40th place, so I'm doing a little bit better than I expected. Not quite as close to top 25. I probably would have needed to do like 95 boxes per hour to reach top 25. That wasn't gonna happen. Not for this one. Not unless I had the Tunnel of Love for the passive bamboo shoots, because that would have saved a lot of space. But yeah, I'm happy with the build I created and what I got out of it, you know, in terms of production rate. Girl Gamer, hello. No, Cliff, I didn't stream the town hall this time. I didn't feel like doing it this time. I let them have their spotlight. I'll keep streaming the town hall if you guys want me to, of course. Today, I feel like a little bit unwell. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm like a little sick. Like, it feels really hot. I need to get a desk fan. I used to have this fan on my desk, but it stopped working. It's this tiny little fan. And my girlfriend let me borrow this pink fan, which I don't have set up. It's over there. But it's kind of like it's too loud. I need something in the middle. But yeah, I'll probably get like a fan on my desk. Town hall without your commentary is boring. Yeah, I'll keep streaming the town hall. Sure, it only happens every 2 weeks now. But yeah, Carbon, hello. I need to keep drinking water to stay hydrated. But I don't know, it feels really hot today. Despite the fact that I even turned the AC on so it wouldn't be as hot, but I don't know. But yeah, other than that, I'm good. Happy that the build's doing well. I did write down some like key points about the town hall. I already posted them on Discord like right away. So they talked about the golden apple tree NFT because people are complaining about the rare apple stand that's coming out, because that's, as far as we know, it's going to be better. Passive apples is better than having a tree that crafts apples faster, which is what the golden apple tree does. And they sold it for 200 bucks. A couple people bought it for 50 bucks during the Black Friday sale last year, which was probably a good idea, I guess. I think it's still worth at least 50 bucks. But the problem is the rare apple stand will be better than it. Now, Farmer Michelle did mention that they plan to buff the golden apple tree, and I do think they'll buff it to make it very worthwhile. I know people are like, the people that are really upset right now are the ones that own the golden apple tree. I don't have the golden apple tree NFT, so I don't really care. Like, to be honest, if I did, I would care. Yeah, I'd be pissed off. But it sounds like they will buff that golden apple tree NFT to make it way more worthwhile than it is right now. We don't know what the new utility is going to be. I don't think the Common Ground World team even knows. They got to figure it out. But I think people should be happy with whatever new buff they come out with. Like, I think it would be sufficient enough. I don't know. Like I said, I don't think the team even knows yet. But that's all in the future. So I know Nacho and Perriman were talking on the Discord, among other people were talking also. But they mentioned either changing the utility of the rare apple stand so it doesn't give passive apples, that way it won't devalue the golden apple tree, and have it do something else like reduce the craft time for all the apple trees. That could work too, I suppose. It gets really confusing because when you think about a stand, you think about it giving you passive materials, so it doesn't really work perfectly. I'll share my opinion on it, even though I don't think everybody will agree. That's okay, it's my opinion. I think the Apple stand, like, the same utility should continue, but they should really greatly buff the golden apple tree. Like, make it so that the golden apple tree reduces the craft time of all the apple trees nearby, but also impacts the craft time of maybe any craft that requires apples. Maybe any craft that requires apples has a 50% reduced time or something huge. And it stacks. You'd probably get some crazy low numbers if you have a lot of golden apple trees. But I think that way the utility of the golden apple tree will still be very worthwhile. Of course, it's not my job to come up with whatever utility for these NFTs that's on the Common Ground World team, but I'm sure they can figure something out. So that's what they were talking about with the NFTs. I know it took me a while to explain. Carbon says, am I missing something with what is Town Hall? Town Hall is a stream that they do every 2 weeks. They used to do it every week. They basically recap some updates and some new stuff coming out. Lately, it's mostly just been info that we already know about. And it takes them a long time to work on new stuff. Like, we've been waiting on daily earnings / daily challenges for pretty much 2 years now. They did mention that the goal for daily earnings, daily challenges, same thing, is 4 to 5 weeks from now. That is what they said on the town hall, which would be end of August, which was the goal that was mentioned, or the first week of September. Now, of course, they could always delay it. It's been delayed like all the time, so I wouldn't be surprised there. They shared some screenshots, not this week, but I think 2 weeks ago, showing some progress. I'm sure they're working on it, and honestly, it shouldn't even be that hard. But hopefully, they get it out on time. Like, I am looking forward to the daily challenges. I think it would make the game more interesting, for especially for some people that like don't do competitions and they do want to do the daily challenges. The thing is, they're only gonna benefit from it if they have the NFTs that give town points, which not everybody does. But there could be some players out there that do. And I know a lot of people are like, is it even going to give you enough reward potential? Like, the reward is going to be dirt. We don't even know how much dirt yet. We don't have those numbers. But yeah, who knows how much dirt it'll give you. Because right now, the only thing that gives dirt is running the Common Ground World nodes, I mean. I was about to call them Town Star nodes. That's basically what they are. So we'd have to compare it to that. Because right now, Common Ground World node's like $100. You get 1 dirt per day running it. So that's kind of a baseline. I'll try to figure out the numbers, how worth it is to do the daily challenges. Once we have more information, like how much dirt is going to get distributed every day from the challenges. Yeah, Oaken Shield, good morning. Morris, you're not feeling yourself today. You deserve some good weekend rest. I hope everyone had a great comp. Yeah. I am looking forward to the next competition, though. It's been a while since we've done like a complete jewelry meta. I can't even remember what the last one we did was, but I think it involved all the ore types. This one just involves silver and copper. So I'm actually going to be able to use my Panner family because I need to I still need to get copper ore. I don't have enough Artisan Guild NFTs to have that passive copper setup that some of the top players have. But I should do very well. I would like to get top 25 on the next competition. Don't think I get top 10 just because I'm missing that whole Artisan Guild setup. Now, I have made no NFT builds before on the Chandelier earrings. On Tuesday, I shared 2 videos, which I don't think I can... What happened to them? I don't know where they are. They're on my channel somewhere, but I also have another video on the full guide to Chandelier earrings. I'm not sure if this took... I don't know if I did this video like a week or a couple weeks before the competition started or the week after, because the biome's a little different. Let me pull it up on the screen. Because this one has a different biome. That's what kind of confused me, and it's been a year, so I can't really remember. Whereas, what do you think the Chandelier earrings meta rate will be? I bet it'll be crazy and nowhere close to the first time the meta came out. No, because the first time the meta came out, there was like no NFTs for it. Maybe just the green forges, and I don't think I bought any green forges when we had the meta. I didn't buy them until gold was announced. Rates. Yeah, probably somewhere like above 300 per hour for the very, very top range. For the middle range, maybe like 100 per hour. No NFT was somewhere between 30 to 40 per hour. But what I'm showing you on the screen right now is a video I posted a year ago. Full guide to Chandelier earrings from start to finish. I'm not going to show the whole video, obviously. I have it paused on the actual visualizer. Then I'll show you what the build looks like in the game. This one was doing... Okay, I don't have it on the description, but on the thumbnail, I did put 39 per hour. So it should be somewhere around there. I'll scroll through the video in a second, but this is what the visualizer looks like. It's not the same as my other Chandelier earrings video. That actually kind of confused me. I don't remember if we had 2 different biomes or if this was the biome before the competition. If anybody remembers, let me know. But yeah, I don't know what I did for this one. I did Chandelier earrings with 1 river and the oil sea. We are getting an oil sea for the next competition. I have the starting biome set up right here. The oil sea is on a different location though. It's not the same as this. Even if you were to rotate this, it wouldn't be exactly the same. You could still kind of work with that though. It would be very similar to this. Now we don't have rivers, so you would have to use more ponds, of course, mostly for the trees. So you'd adjust that accordingly, but I would think that this would work. Yeah, just it's showing 35 per hour on the calculator, so somewhere around 35 per hour. Dini, hello. Hey, it's Friday. Hi, Dub and everyone. Hello. Let me just scroll through this. So this was a full guide. Like I said, I'm pretty sure at the beginning I did... What did I do? Not gold. Because I don't think gold was introduced at the time. The very beginning of jewelry metas, there was no gold. It was just copper and silver, and it wasn't really worth rushing them. Maybe one of them was cash boosted. I'm sure I explained it through the video, but I can't remember. So yeah, basically at the beginning, I explained the whole gasoline setup. Yeah, maybe I sold copper. By the looks of it, I probably did sell copper because it was cash boosted. And yeah, it's going to be cash boosted again for next week. Yeah, it's essentially setting up a copper rush. That is what I did. And then I was working on the final placement. There we go. Working on the final build placement. And let me just skip to the end. Okay, so this is the finished build. Oh, there it is. Chandelier earrings on that production monitor. 39 per hour. So that is correct. That is what I had on the thumbnail of this video. Cliff says, when there was no gold, what was the best cash rush for no NFT? It was wool, Cliff. In my opinion, it was wool. I used to do that cash rush on almost every meta. And then before that, I know some people like doing grapes for cash. I never really saw it as a good one to do. So I didn't do grape rushes for cash, but wool was the most popular one before gold came out. But yeah, this is basically the build showcase that I shared for Chandelier earrings. So like I mentioned on Tuesday, I don't think I'm gonna do a build showcase for next week, and if I do, it's gonna be this basically. Obviously adjusted because the oil seeps on a different location, but it would pretty much be this. And I don't think it would be 39 per hour because I need more ponds for the trees. But yeah, even so, no promises I'll do a build showcase for next week because I basically already done it. I have 3 videos out on it. But if I do, I'll just stick to this because it works. There's not really much of a reason for me to make a new one other than the fact that, like, to challenge myself, right? I would rather make a new build utilizing Miranda skins. I don't know if I would utilize any other NFTs because I know not everybody has like Green Forges or Cooper or Sylvester. Those would be big helps, but a big help. But I know not everybody has those. So yeah, maybe I'll do a build using Miranda skins, and that would be for supporters only. I don't think I would actually post that publicly until maybe the competition ended. Miranda's plus Town Hall. Yeah, Town Hall too. It's an NFT that basically everybody should have. So yeah, maybe Miranda skins in Town Hall, and that would probably only be shared for supporters and before the competition starts anyways. Because I have these builds there. They already work very well for Chandelier earrings. And Chandelier earrings is an easy competition. The easiest jewelry item that you can make. You could use foundries, but you don't have to. And do I recommend it? Not really sure. You definitely need a new setup. Because if you're gonna use foundries, you're gonna want them. You're gonna want forges surrounding them pretty much. I have other jewelry builds where I use foundries effectively. I'm not using foundries here because foundries didn't exist on the first Chandelier earrings meta. In my opinion, I guess you could use foundries. It could be more efficient. You craft silica using sand mines. It'll be on a green craft timer. You're gonna need to because you want to use those foundries to craft some of the, I guess, copper jump rings or silver jump rings, whichever ones you want to make there. So yeah, I guess it would be more efficient, but it would be way more expensive. You got to keep that in mind. If it takes you too long to get all that cash, then maybe it's not worth it. If you got a good cash rush and you can get cash quickly, and it makes sense to build all those foundries that you want to build, then yeah, it would probably be worth it at that point. If you're a no-NFT player, I would avoid foundries. Just don't worry about them and stick to a simple build like this. That's my opinion. Chandra, hello. The build is very different. It used to use like 10 copper rings. So did they change it that dramatically, Shanrat? Is that true? I don't recall them changing the craft requirements of Chandelier earrings. They changed the craft requirements of something else. I think it was bracelets, but did they change it on chandelier earrings? Not that I remember. Let me see. Do I ever show the jewelry crafting tables? Which is the button to go back a frame? I actually don't remember. I'll let this play for a minute. So I'm trying to see. Chandra, I had it recorded different in my spreadsheet from before. You might be right, so I'll see if I can. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. So they did used to use 10 copper jump rings and 5 silver jump rings. It is much less now. You got a great point, Shenrat. So that means the production rate is going to be completely different. I didn't even realize that. Let me load up the playbook. I actually don't have it on here. Give me a second. Carbon says, I don't know what to do with your build, but I will try. I think this one's easy. I think it is easy. It should be easier since the craft requirements are lower than they are in that video. So you definitely should make more than like 30 per hour. Okay, so I do believe you can still use the same build, but you're obviously gonna have to tweak it. Since the rates are gonna be different. The requirements, okay. Sign into that. Been a while and they changed the craft requirements on some stuff. I don't remember everything that gets changed. Alright. Chandelier earrings require 4 copper jump rings, 2 silver jump rings, 2 silver wire. It used to require 10 copper jump ring, 5 silver jump rings, and 2 silver wires. So it is that 60% less? Yeah, it now requires 60% less copper jump ring and silver jump ring. I don't exactly remember when they made this change. It must have been months ago. But yeah, they made this change apparently. So you should be able to do more than 39 chandelier earrings per hour with this, despite the fact that you need a couple more pawns. You'll need more silver wire, because you're going to be aiming for a higher rate now that you need less jump rings for this. So if you need more silver wire, you'll need more wire mills. So do expect that. So let's take a look at this whole build again. Rachel, hello, welcome. All right. This still gives you a very good idea of what to do, or at least a baseline to start with. So yeah, you will need more wire mills to make more silver wire, even if you're making the same amount of jump rings. More jewelry crafting tables too, since you're going to be making more chandelier earrings, since it has a lower ring requirement. So if you were to build this exact same build, I guess it wouldn't work, just because the requirements for the chandelier earrings changed since then. But I'm sure you could tweak it and make it work. Okay. Well, I know people want me to do a build showcase, so I'll keep that in mind. No promises, as always. I really don't think this one is that hard, and I have a lot of guides out for it. But it helps people out. So here's my plan. I'm gonna work on my personal build first for this one. I'm looking forward for this competition. I have a lot of NFTs for it, so I'll practice mine first. Hopefully today or some of tomorrow. Later today, I'm gonna participate in the Conquest event and the Eternal Paradox. So I'll be doing that. After I finish practicing and testing my personal build, I'll probably work on one that utilizes Miranda skins and share that with supporters. And then I'll tweak it to not work with Miranda skins. So I might have to like move some stuff around and probably share that one publicly if I get to that point. So that's what I'm thinking of right now for the Chandelier earrings. Yeah, you guys have any questions about next meta or, you know, anything Common Ground World related, feel free to ask. I think that's all I had to say about the Chandelier earrings meta. Yeah, good thing Shanrat mentioned the craft requirements was different. I was still under the impression it was the same. Joan, hello, and Joe, morning. Almost afternoon, but yeah, morning. 99 red paint. I didn't realize I was overproducing that much red paint. That's crazy. Yeah, yellow paint's overproducing a little bit too. I probably could have added another bamboo shoot and increased my rate further, but it wouldn't have made a difference. Expect the rate for next meta. Well, judging by the new craft requirements on the rings, the silver wire being the same, at least 50? I think 50 would be fair. We'll see how close I am. For like no NFTs, right? 50 per hour. Try to aim for that. I would say that's fair. Fair expectation. Yeah, it could be higher. Maybe it could be 60, but you got to keep in mind that you'll need more wire mills and more jewelry crafting tables because you're aiming for more chandelier earrings than would be possible to make a year ago. LV Postman, hello. Welcome. Where's LV Postman at? Top 25, 18th place. Very nice. Planet Bob's here too. Carbon says, do you have any tips for making build with no NFT? I do. What exactly do you need to know though? Usually I share tips when I'm working on the build, but I guess I only post that on DubFam. Carbon, do you practice your cash rush? Because that is very important. Especially like gold rush, since that gets used the most. I know copper is boosted for the next competition. I think gold is still better. Yeah, I mean, gold is still definitely better. Next competition, since it utilizes so many forges in your final build, assuming you do have a final design ready, whenever you do your cash rush, you're going to want to place your forges in the exact same spot that they're going to be at the end of your build. That way you don't have to move them around or rebuild them. You'll do your gold rush at first. Eventually, once you have enough money, you'll build the rest of the stuff like the wire mills, the jewelry crafting tables, and then you'll transition to the final build, of course. I have tips on the gas rush, which I share. Well, you can't really call it gas rush, but your gasoline setup. I share those on almost every gasoline production video I've shared. It involves doing one power plant first, and then with the passive energy from the power plant, you can make the rest of the lumber that you need for the second power plant, and then you would do the refineries to make gas. Don't do the refineries and start crafting gas first until you do the power plants, because the passive energy saves you a lot of time. So that's another tip for gas setup. LV Postman, why for wizards? So you have fireworks? And then you answered the question. Yeah, they're delivering far away. That's exactly why. I do have fireworks, so the craft time is half. Very fast craft times. But yeah, I need all 4 placed because they gotta walk all the way over here. I did at one point have a storehouse here, but I needed another stationary shop there. Crafting yellow paint, so I got rid of that. This seems to work fine. Just one storehouse and 2 warehouses. Not the best, but it works. I think it works very well. I got this build done in like 5 or 6 hours. I didn't really start from scratch on this one either. I did get inspiration from Rahif shared a build, and it turned out very different from what he shared, but I did get some inspiration on how to start. I probably would have done something similar to this even if I didn't see his build anyways, because this is just what makes sense. Yeah, I don't have the reindeer. 2 wizards here? Okay, yeah, that makes sense with the crystal reindeer NFT. Carbon says, do I first make a common ground world visualizer, then tweak it, or go full blind? My recommendation is that you do make a visualizer idea, and then as you're building it, you might get different ideas to tweak your visualizer. That's completely fine. That's usually what I do when I work on the no NFT builds. Maybe I can leak some of the stuff I share here. Hold on. I'll share a little bit of the behind the scenes info I share with supporters on DubFam chat. So usually I will take a look at the starting biome. This is for the competition that we're doing that's about to end, the Paints Starlight Market Box, as I call it. So I'll take a look at the starting biome. I'll share some info about what I think before I even work on the no NFT build. In this case, I did already see somebody else's build, so I had that info in mind, but I still worked on my own. Then I come up with the initial design. It's not done. It's still missing a bunch of buildings, but this is just the baseline. So that no NFT Starlight Market Box build that I shared for this competition, this is what I started with right here. That's the baseline. And I was mostly just thinking about how many ceramic bowls can I make with this, and is it going to be enough? I don't really care about the other stuff yet. I want to test ceramic bowl rates first. That way I have a good idea of what to aim for in the finished build. And then idea 2, I also list everything. I'm not going to go over everything that I listed here, but all the changes that I made, realizations that I made while I was working or tweaking on the build. Added some more buildings. It's still not done. Test this out to see how it's doing, see what I need to do, like what's missing, what production rates need to be improved, any issues that I might come across. So like one of the issues in the first idea was these 2 oil sleeves down here are casting dirty on this pottery shop. I didn't even realize that, but it's okay if you make a mistake like that on your visualizer. Eventually you'll realize it and you'll fix it. And then the third idea, which was going to be the finished build, but I ended up tweaking like one more thing, I think, was this. I got rid of one of the clay fields, and I also added a 3rd forklift because there was issue with gasoline. You might possibly run out of gasoline if you were to do this setup because you were overselling clay and not picking up enough crude oil. But yeah, this was pretty much the finished setup, and I showed the test results, the initial test results. At one point, it was showing 30 per hour. I made a mock-up of the beehives, the way they're facing, and then I made a better one for the video. I mentioned that a tweak I made right here, and you see 30 per hour. Unfortunately, I didn't get this rate when I made the video. I only got up to 29 per hour, so I labeled it as 29 per hour on the video, despite the fact that it could possibly do 30. And yeah, here's a better representation of that. So I just shared some of the stuff I share on DubFam. Usually it's like updates while I work on the builds themselves. So that's hopefully gives you an idea on how I plan out the no NFT builds. So yeah, mostly to answer your question, I do recommend you put something on the visualizer, even if it's not done, at least something. And you'll adjust it as you work on the build. A lot of it is math, Carbon, so I just read what you said. I get confused, like how many should I place and how many will I get? That has a lot to do with math, as in like the amount of stuff that you can make with one type of building. Ceramic bowls, for example. I do have an NFT on, but I believe it's 2 minutes 30 seconds to craft ceramic bowls without any NFTs on a green craft timer. That's very important. Green craft timer, fastest craft timer. That means the pottery shops are not negatively impacted by dirty. That's already one thing that you got to keep in mind, the placement for that. So 2 minutes 30 seconds. The next thing is pickup time. How many items does the pottery shop have to pick up, and how long does it take? The energy should be passive, otherwise you're wasting a lot of time there. Water drums should also be passive. Clay is what you're going to need to pick up, because not everybody has that passive clay NFT. So yeah, 2 clay lumps. This really depends on how far the warehouse is or your storage, but I typically estimate 10 to 15 seconds per item that has to be picked up. So it's got to pick up 2 items, so that's like 30 seconds on pickup. And it also has to drop off the item once it's done. But in this case, it's dropping off to the same warehouse that it's usually picking up the clay lumps from, so I don't add any more time for drop-offs. So, and hopefully I don't lose you here. I'm trying to do my best to explain the way I think about it. But 2 minutes, 30 seconds to craft, 30 seconds to pick up these 2 and drop off the ceramic bowl. 3 minutes. In 3 minutes, you can make 1 ceramic bowl. So in 1 hour, you make 20 ceramic bowls. That's just 1 item to think about. Then you got to do the math for honey and honeycomb. And this is harder to estimate on the visualizer because you don't really know how your beekeepers are going to react. Like if they're going to favor going for the honeycombs first or the honey. This all depends on your placement. Obviously, you won't know for sure until you test it. But when you're trying to figure out how many buildings to place, you have to look at the numbers, the amount of 1 item that you can make from that building. And yeah, it's going to take a lot of practice in order to get a better idea on how to do it. Like I've been playing this game for like, what, 3 years? I have a lot of this stuff memorized. And even if I don't, I just take a look at the Townstar playbook and look at the numbers there. Girl Gamer just fell out of top 225. Damn. You must have been really close, especially with 5 minutes to go. I think it's 1 forklift for 3 clay. Yeah, that's a good estimate too, Wajer. I think you're right. Like on the no NFT build, 2 forklifts for 6 clay fields, and then the 3rd forklift for the oil pumps, basically. So yeah, that's a good estimate. Stuff like that, you get an idea for the more you play or the more you practice your builds. But yeah, you'd also just figure it out as you work on your build, as you practice. Joan, can you show me what is better NFT for beginners? Like LV Postman said, my best recommendation is the Miranda skins. There's other stuff like the Haunted Mansion pieces, the ones that give you passive crude oil. And NFTs to help you with your cash rush. It really depends on what you like to do for your cash rush, but the most popular one right now is the Pot of Gold for passive gold ore for Gold Rush. I think that is the most popular one. I might be wrong. Maybe I'm biased. That's like the one I like the most. LV Postman making gas for final sell. Is it really going to make a difference? You're 18th place. It's not like you'll fall to under 25. People still logging in with 4 minutes to go. Yeah. I think we're safe. Yeah, I think we're safe. Girl Gamer 229 with 7 minutes to go. Oh, dang. Frugal, hello, by the way. You didn't know when the AMA is. Weird, they say it's happening or provide a link. Yeah, it happened like 2 hours ago. Yeah. They only provide the link on the Discord channel. But yeah, it already happened. I posted a quick summary on it on my Discord. And I went through some key points. I actually didn't finish going through everything. Did I? Yeah, there's no plan for the next guild competition right now. Somebody had asked that. And daily challenges 4 to 5 weeks from now. I already said that. The NFT sale got delayed. They did mention that. Didn't really give it an exact reason why, but they haven't even paid out the rewards for last week. They mentioned that too. They're going to pay that out hopefully by Monday. Riant is on vacation or out of office, and he's the one that handles all that. So that's why. They're probably not doing the sale because Riant is also not here. But good thing they're not, because, you know, better they do the payouts first and then do their sales. So I'm fine with that. I don't think people really cared about the next NFT anyways, which is a Wiremill NFT. The Apple Stand NFT got delayed, and I do think people do want to buy that one. I'm actually interested in that one also, honestly, if they keep the utility the same. But we'll see what they do. Planet Bob? What's with the face? Jones saying LV Postman is too high price. Oh, the Miranda skins. That's like one of the most budget-friendly NFTs. Oh, you're trying to beat Planet Bob. Okay, I see LV Postman. Whole time I'm making gas, Z-boards on my tail. Alright, well you're like... Yeah, you're up here, so that makes sense. Yeah, I believe it makes sense for O-Town to like sell every single batch he can. Look at that. That's really close. Well done, O-Town, by the way. And hopefully you do get that 3rd place. Competition ends in like a minute. Joan, because now I only get 100 to 150 Gala. Yeah, I get it. So like you're trying to use your rewards that you've saved up to buy some NFTs to advance. Yeah. And it would take a while to get the amount that you need to buy the Miranda skins. Martin still need 2 wizards and a paper maker. I mean, it's too late to make changes now. 3 times. Frugal, thanks. Stubstep brought. I will check that out. I saw them say in the announcements there would be an AMA, but no info that I could see. Okay. Oh, did they not announce it? I thought they did. They had posted it on the Discord chat on the discussion channel. There we go. Competition ended. Oh, I see. Yeah, Frugal. It doesn't look like they posted it on the announcements. They posted it on the Discord, the Common Ground World discussion channel. It's hidden in there. No wonder. Yeah, they didn't do a good job on sharing the town hall. Is that so, V Postman? Otan, is that your best finish, actually? I thought you got in 3rd place before. But yeah, congratulations. It's awesome. Okay, I see Martin. Joan ranked 998. Alright, nice. Dini got under 400. Awesome. I assume you mean like top 400. That's the way I think about it. But yeah, I get you. Top 400, under 400. Basically, the better ranking than 400 in 1st place. I'll load up Common Ground. I just got on here like last night, so it shouldn't take that long. there's not much to do here other than sell more wine bottles. I've cleared almost the whole thing. I should be able to clear it all before the end of the year at this rate. Does it mean anything? I doubt it, but we'll see. Yeah, Old Town is the greatest LB Postman, you're right. Wajer, my goal was top 800 and I got 761. Honestly surprised that I got that high with the amount of time my town was at 0 cash. Oh, okay. Yeah, I actually didn't even check how many people like tried in this competition. Jones says why last time I didn't get rewards. So they haven't paid out the rewards for the last competition. This was mentioned in the town hall. Usually they will pay it out within 5 days, they say, or a week. They didn't do that this time. I guess part of the reason, or the main reason, is because Riant is not there. And I guess that's who they trust with the payouts right now. But it's just been delayed, Joan. They'll pay it out next week, as far as we've heard. Probably get both payouts at the same time. Oh, Joan, I don't log in for the last 24 hours, and when it finished, I was 1700 placed. Oh, well, you're not going to get any Gala unless you get top 1200. Yeah, you have to log in before the competition ends. Otherwise, it's not going to fast forward for you or anything. Extreme Arts, hello. Using your no NFT setup, I got 570 rank. Thanks for your support, dub. Awesome. You are welcome. You made top 600. That's very good with that setup. Pro Gamer 231 best yet. Nice. So close. Martin, I was busy with shares in the market, super crashing, things in the world. Is it still crashing? I saw yesterday that basically everything went down. I haven't paid attention this morning. And it's still the same, which is not good. Not a good thing. Carbon 2 to 4 week for payout. It used to take a month. Like, when was this? In 2022. We do a competition, we wouldn't get the payout for a whole month. LV Postman, I think they don't trust him. You mean the guy doing the payouts or what? Since we've had incorrect payouts for like 2 weeks. I think it's just people not paying attention. Like not actually double checking the scores. As far as my notes here, I went over everything on stream except for the issue with the cheating, so I'll talk about that one too. The main issue is people borrow NFTs, they go offline, then they send the NFTs to another player, and then they'll get the NFTs back. Once that other player's done, they'll go back online and it'll be as if they always had the NFTs. So this cheats, exploit, whatever you call it, has been fixed. It was fixed on the last update, but there is still an issue where if you borrow the NFT from a guild, not transfer from wallet to wallet, but borrowing it from a guild, going offline, and then the guild leader revokes the NFT, and then the player goes back online later, it still counts it as if they had the NFT running, even though they're not going to have the NFT anymore when they get back on the game. It'll count it as if they did have the NFT. So there's still cheating going on in that way. Will Bike actually was the one to prove that this was the case. They just did a test to make sure it worked, and provided that proof to the Common Ground World team so they can look into it. And yeah, that's still cheating, and they say they're going to address that. That was supposed to get fixed with the previous update was supposed to fix all the cheating. But that form of cheating apparently still is in the game, but they will fix it now that they know about that one too, I guess. So I guess when they fix it, one issue I can see happening, and this is mostly just on the guild leader, but so once this whole cheat is fixed, right? Because we do obviously want all the cheats fixed. We don't want cheaters in the game. But say you borrow an NFT from a guild, like pot of gold, right? And you were using it for your competition build, and you go offline, and the leader is like, oh, I want my pot of gold back, so I'll just take it from this person. I don't care if they're offline and they're using it. And then the player gets back on, the pot of gold's not there, and it's as if their build didn't fast forward at all because the game detected that they were cheating. Even though they wasn't their fault, they didn't mean to cheat. It's just that the guild leader took their NFT away. So now the system flagged them for potentially cheating and didn't fast forward their town. So they just lost a whole bunch of progress because of it. That would suck. And the fault is on the guild leader in that case. So if you're in a guild borrowing NFTs, make sure you're communicating with your guildmates and your guild leader, because you don't want to run into an issue like that where you borrow an NFT that you either aren't supposed to borrow, or the guild leader ends up taking it back or wanting it back. Like you need to communicate with each other to make sure you don't accidentally cheat or get flagged or mess yourself up during the competition. Hopefully people understand what I'm saying there, because that might be an issue. Because I do think some people cheat on accident. Most people probably cheated on purpose, right? Because rewards involved. But I do think some people cheat on accident like that. And if they do fix it, which hopefully they do, I would hate to see that their competition experience is ruined because of a mistake like that. Jones is asking, can somebody tell me if the game restarts if you do not log in 24 hours? No, it doesn't restart. Here's my wine farm. Almost all of it cleared. Gotta clear these 4 tiles, and then I just gotta clear that last line. I balanced this out. I'm really not sure how many it does per hour. I haven't left this on long enough to actually figure that out. These are all making wine. Oak barrels, of course. Glass bottles. It overproduces oak barrels. That way I don't have any glass bottles overfilling over here. That actually like ruins the setup. So this is balanced as perfectly as I can have it balanced. And then I can hold like 3,000 wine, but that would only happen if I don't log in for like 5 days. So I've never had it completely fill up. Martin, if they do the rules to themselves as they do to us, Gala team, still not our promises, ticket of 1,000 Gala to each of us. That case, very happy and not in guild anymore, too lazy anyways. Rachel's saying, could all this have something to do with Common Ground World mode loading still being broken? I still can't log in. I'm not sure. Like, I think Vulture was the one to say that I'm like the only one not having issues logging into Common Ground World. I don't know if that's true. That would be weird. But yeah, I haven't run into any issues here. I've been careful about like putting NFTs on the guild library or even sending NFTs out that may be placed in this town Like last competition, I let people borrow tables of appreciation, so I made sure to remove them from here and then place them on the guild library. Like, I try to be very careful not to run into any issues. So maybe that's why my town's not broken, but I know, like, people, you know, one thing that may have caused an issue for some people, I don't know if this is the case. Maybe they borrowed an NFT from the guild library and they placed it in their forever town. And then the guild leader eventually took it back from them. But I don't know if anybody would do that. If you're borrowing an NFT, you probably shouldn't place it in your forever town. That just doesn't make sense to me. But who knows? I haven't heard of anybody do that. But yeah, I'm just trying to come up with a reason why the town would break. I'm really not sure. Some people said it had to do with them sending NFTs or putting them on the guild library while they're still in this mode. Obi Postman, I have had no problems with Common Ground World, Dirt World, in Dirt World. Spoil Dirt World. Fox Clark, hello. Are you doing wine tastings at your wine farm? Yeah, you can come by, taste all the wine you want, but we're only making Pinot Noir. Unlimited wine. Just stop on by. With a hint of pollution from the glass factories. And some spoiled dirt. Spoiled soil, I mean. Martin, do you agree by now you're awesome? You're really good at gaming. At this game, maybe. At all games, no. There's a lot of games I still haven't played. You know what I'm looking really forward to? The next Call of Duty game. I'm not really even a fan of like Call of Duty multiplayer, but I mostly am a fan for the zombies mode. And I'm really good at the zombies mode, but it's been like years since I played it because there hasn't been a good Call of Duty zombies game in a while. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's probably what I'll be doing for the last week of October, just playing Call of Duty zombies mode specifically. I almost never play the multiplayer. Apart from that, here and there I'll play some other video games, mostly like Final Fantasy, RPG games like that. Yeah, like Roger said, it had to be online when the competition ends. Let me go to the casual town. I was gonna start working on my personal competition build. We'll see how long it takes for them to get the update out. Hopefully soon. If not, I might start working on something here for my personal competition build, I mean. Oh, did I have offline mode on? Oh yeah, I did. I was supposed to turn it off. Rachel says, yeah, the reason they gave doesn't make sense. I didn't do any of the things they said would trigger problems. I really hope they fix it soon. Yeah, I hope they do fix it, because it would be really unfair if it happened to some people and they just can't get on the town anymore after all that hard work. Thanks, Martin. Carbon, I like to play games with storyline like Assassin's Creed, Need for Speed, etc. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I never played any Assassin's Creed games. Need for Speed I have a long time ago. But no, not Assassin's Creed. I don't know. I just never played it. I'll load this up real quick. You guys have any more questions? Feel free to ask. Otherwise, I think that's probably it. But yeah, let me load this up. I'm gonna eat something after this, and if they still haven't updated the game like an hour from now, I guess I'll start working on some design for my personal build, and hopefully I'll finish that pretty quickly. This is where I left it off at. I deleted almost everything because this is where I built the no-NFT build. But I deleted almost everything because I was gonna start working on the Chandelier earrings build, but I didn't get started on that yesterday. So some of us can already practice for it. We're just gonna ignore the river, and we don't use the oil seep. And yeah, we can pretty much already practice for the build. Oh, and we don't have to rely on silica. Some of us, like I have a silica stand, so I don't care about sand mines. But yeah, most people will have to wait for the update to come out so they can practice on the actual biome. Just so you're aware. Oh, we Postman, I like the Zelda games. Oh, for sure, I like the Zelda games too. I actually never beat Tears of the Kingdom though. I played maybe like half of it. I just never beat it. Breath of the Wild, I did play a good amount and I beat it. Yeah, that one was great. Martin, does your GF game sister? Yes, but GF. She does. Mostly she's been playing World of Warcraft right now. She was using my computer to play for a couple weeks, but now she got a brand new gaming laptop, so she plays it there. Other than that, doesn't play a whole lot of other games. She has played Common Ground World. I almost called it Town Star. She did one of the competitions that just happened, the really easy one. Which one was it? Apple pie. Fruit pie. Yeah. I believe she did the fruit pie competition. And I think maybe the one before that. Yeah, no problem, Carbon. But yeah, that's gonna be everything. So no NFT build, maybe, I don't know. Don't like count on it, Carbon, but I have videos out there to help you get started. So I do suggest you practice something at the very least. Joan, what NFT website to use because NFT Harbor loses all my star and I need to pay 222 for a star. NFT Harbor is my best recommendation, honestly. If you're losing stars, it's because you're not completing your transactions. So yeah, you're just gonna have to deal with the fact that you don't have stars, or maybe you can create a new account, but I don't actually know if that works. But no, there's no other better platform. Like you could use OpenSea, but there's more fees involved on OpenSea, especially since the NFT has to be on Ethereum in the first place. So NFT Harbor is still my recommendation. But yeah, that's going to be everything. Thank you all for being here and hanging out, and I hope the competition went well for you. Best of luck for the next one. I think it's going to be an easier one and more enjoyable, maybe, at least for me, more enjoyable. I like the jewelry metas. But have a great weekend, everyone. Stay safe. See you later.